Today I'm joined by Martin Holland, the chairman of ASX-listed copper explorer Cobre, who's here with some very exciting news. Martin, it's nice to see you, and congratulations on winning BHP's Xplor Programme for 2024.
Thanks, Dannika, and it's great to be here.
So tell me, what is this accelerator program all about?
Yeah, so it's an enormous endorsement for Cobre as a company to actually win this award. So thanks for the congratulations on that. But BHP Xplor is a cohort-based world-first accelerator program. It's dedicated to unearthing new critical mineral deposits by uniting BHP experts, thought leaders, and innovative mineral explorers to offer participants with the opportunity to accelerate their exploration concepts and the potential to establish a long-term partnership with BHP. So together with that, the program provides candidates such as Cobre with a one-off non-dilutive grant of up to $500,000, which together with the in-kind services of mentorship and networking opportunities with BHP from the industry and investors and also connections.
It sounds like a really great partnership, and that grant is pretty impressive as well. How did Cobre become involved with the program, and what was the process like?
Yeah, so Cobre's been, sort of in discussions with BHP over the last sort of 12 months and beyond, and they sort of advised us to go ahead and apply for the Xplor program. There's obviously thousands of applicants worldwide that actually go into this program. It's a huge testament to our team, but also a testament to our project area, and it also gives further validation to Botswana as a country as well, having BHP aligned with us.
Yeah, absolutely. So what other benefits do you think are going to accrue from your involvement in the program and the partnership with BHP?
Yeah, so I think having the world's largest miner, so you've got a company worth circa $235 billion, working in collaboration with a junior such as Cobre, as I said earlier, is an enormous endorsement. I think from that perspective, you got their technical team working with our technical team. So the expertise that Brains Trust will join over the next sort of 12 months will give us the best opportunity possible for finding new discoveries and also working on the current deposit that we have in Botswana on the Kalahari copper belt.
Absolutely. On that note, I guess to close off with, what can investors expect from Cobre, and why should they sit up and take notice in 2024?
Yeah, well, I think overall from a copper sector perspective, I think a lot of people have been looking at it from a worldwide perspective that the copper price is due to bounce. It's currently trading at around $3.90 a pound. The overall demand supply of copper looks very strong from an overall demand perspective. You've got very few new discoveries happening globally. You've got end of mine lives happening. You've got grade depleting around the world. So I think from that perspective, from a sector perspective, I think copper is a very strong sort of selling point for investors to look at. On top of that, from Cobre as itself, now we have the collaboration obviously with BHP. We're going to be working with them for the next sort of period. They will look to make a financial decision at the end of that period with the company to progress our project forward. On top of that, we've got a collaboration agreement with Sandfire Resources as well, who's also on the same belt. I think it's probably interesting to note that their acquisition that they did was circa 4 years ago, and they've moved from acquisition through to mine production within 4 years, which is probably like 3 times faster than world average. So that's another testament to Botswana as a country. You've also had M&A in Botswana, so you've had the project being Chemical being bought out by MMG, the Chinese group, for $2 billion last month. So Cobre sits as the second largest landholder of this belt in Botswana. You've got $2-3 billion companies on our doorstep, and now we've got collaborations with majors. So I think as a small cap market company, we're in a pretty strong position for 2024.
Absolutely, yes. Very good endorsements, partnerships. You've got the tailwinds from the sort of copper, the macro, and then everything that's happening, all the deals and the activity that you mentioned in Botswana, very, very positive. And we look forward to watching your success over the year. Thanks, Martin.
Great. Thanks, Dannika.